they're just doing their thing. Called them shit boxes, which is not right. That there's no shit boxes in the Cup Series. But yeah, it just made a tense situation even more tense than it needed to be.
Welcome in, folks, to NASCAR Film Room. My name is Eric Eastep, and I am joined by Sonoma winner Shane Van Gisbergen. Shane, huge congratulations. Second win of the season, second straight multi-win season, and you tied Hall of Famer Tony Stewart on the all-time Cup Series road course wins list. I look at your numbers at Sonoma across the O'Reilly and Cup Series. First, maybe could have been first, finished second. You have a 1.2 average finish here. Is this your favorite track on the schedule, would you say?
Yeah, for a road course, maybe it's pretty close, but I really like Watkins as well. Yeah, been a track that's been really good to me. For whatever reason, it seems to suit my style, and yeah, been pretty lucky to drive some great cars for great people and have a pretty awesome win record there.
Yeah, put on some great shows there in wine country the past couple of years. Well, Shane, what we do on this show, and you know this, you've been on before, we break down a couple key moments from the race. I want to back all the way up to stage one because you qualified sixth. I know you went out in Group A, but you were able to move your way forward, maybe not as quick as some would have thought. You came over the radio at one point and were like, car's not feeling that great. But then you did the thing you always do where you immediately go and make a pass for second place right after that. And so I wanted to look at this pass on Michael McDowell early in the race because all day long, you seem to be so fast through these high-speed S's, the left and right-hand turns. Could you just take us through how did you set up this pass, and where was your car best all day, you felt like?
I don't even remember this pass, but yeah, we were really good down the hill. We struggled out of the traction zones and would slip the tire a lot, but I had a lot of front grip, which meant I could follow really well. So yeah, coming through the traffic was quite good, and yeah, just be able to turn underneath guys or follow really closely, and yeah, all day that was our strength, but I struggled out of these kind of corners on exit. So yeah, it was a pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's right, he lifted for me. But yeah, good weekend. We struggled a lot with the car, and I couldn't get the feeling I liked from it. But obviously the guys did a great job tuning it. It still wasn't to my liking, but it made speed, so we just had to get on with it.
Well, after watching back a lot of the onboards, especially the battle in the final laps with Chase Briscoe, it seemed like maybe under braking, your car, the back end seemed to be a little loose. It would step out from time to time. Like where specifically, and you kind of touched on it there, but where specifically did you feel like, especially at the end of this race, the 19 car was able to gain the most on you?
Just exits, rear tire life. Braking was my strength, especially when the tires were good. I felt really strong under braking, changing direction. But yeah, we just kept burning the rear tires up, and you just can't brake late. When it gets like that, it just gets hot and slippery. So yeah, I really struggled at the end of my stints, which is normally our strength. So not sure why that was, and hopefully we can make that better next time.
Well, shoot, if you make it much better, I'm not sure the field's going to have much of a chance the next road course race we go to. Well, I want to touch a little more on the Toyotas because, we know how great of a road course racer you've been, but this season, if there's been any drivers, cars that have been able to match your pace, it's been, Tyler Reddick in a Toyota at Coda, or Chase Briscoe this weekend in a Toyota. Like, where are the Toyotas? We know they've been fast just about everywhere this season, but on the road courses specifically, where did you feel like they had maybe a step up over what your car was capable of?
I mean, they just make speed in different areas. Our car was obviously as quick over a lap or a run, but yeah, they looked a little bit more stable and had a bit more exit drive, whereas my car was under brakes and turning. So just made speed in different ways. Yeah, I would have rather had the other way. Hopefully, I'd want my car to have better drive. I'd give up some front to have drive, and it's just that compromise you're always searching for. But yeah, certainly they're a very strong team, good cars, and obviously very good drivers too. So certainly hard to beat.
It's always hard to tell when watching you at these races. Are you saving? Are you going hard? You mess with our minds, I gotta say. And I know you get a kick. I know you get a kick out of it. Yeah, I know you enjoy that. Well, let's just focus in the last few laps here. So Chase Briscoe was making good time, and then he had that slip. I don't know if you've gone back and watched because it was obviously behind you, but he had that slip in turn one that cost him maybe almost a second. In that moment, did you change anything about how you were driving, the pace you were setting? Were you aware of how close Briscoe was getting to your rear bumper? Did you have to change anything lap to lap? Did you notice any of that?
Yeah, so I obviously saw him out of 11. I'm like, he's getting there, and then he had an error up the hill, and then as I come out of 2, I looked in the mirror, and Josh, my spotter, said at the same time, he made a mistake, you got a bit of room now. But yeah, there was still, I think, 3 laps to go at that point, and I was hurting. And then, yeah, just watched him catch back up. So I'm glad he made that error. The last 2 laps would have been really, really tight if he didn't.
Yeah. Well, one other reason it seemed like he was able to close in was you got behind lap traffic for really one of the first times all day. We know Daniel Suarez was up ahead. At one point, you had to pass the 10, then you had to pass the 51. Can you talk a little bit about just the difference, even at a technical road course like this, the difference being in that little bit of dirty air makes?
Yeah, Daniel came out in front. I guess they ran long or they pitted again, and they were hoping for a caution maybe, and he came out and just kind of just parked it waiting, and I'm like, what are you doing? You got to get going. And yeah, even when it's only, I think, 10 car lengths or less than 10 car lengths, you feel that dirty air, and just heated up my tires that little bit more. And he dropped a couple of wheels at 3, and then I'd go into the next corner and just slip on the dirt, so made it a little difficult, but it is what it is. And then, he eventually picked it up and got going and chased down the 51. And, they're just doing their thing. Called them shit boxes, which is not right, that there's no shit boxes in the Cup Series. But yeah, it just affects you that little bit, and probably made a tense situation even more tense than it needed to be.
Well, I think your language could be forgiven because, like you said, this is a tense, very tense situation. Well, Shane, again, huge congratulations on the win. Just looking ahead now, the win at Sonoma, it sounded like you said afterwards, kind of made up for the sting that was San Diego for you guys, unfortunately. But if you look at the points, you're 36 points to the good with 8 regular season races to go. Are you locked in on the Chase cut line? Are you just going out there trying to do the best you can? Like, how close of attention do you pay to the points at this stage in the season?
I mean, it's everything now for us. Yeah, we're in full points accumulation mode. Every week, do the best we can. Don't get involved in any crashes unnecessarily, and just score as many points as we can. And I think we can do it. It's going to be very difficult, not easy, but put our best forward every week, and hopefully we get into that chase.
I like it. Well, I'm sure a lot of fans are going to be pulling for you guys. Shane Van Gisbergen, congratulations again. Another huge win this weekend at Sonoma. Good luck this upcoming weekend at Chicagoland. You've never been there before, I suppose, so a little bit of a new challenge for you guys. Good luck this weekend, and hopefully we get to talk to you again soon.
Cool. Thank you, mate. Have a good one.